the agenda. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right to presentations and status reports. We have one presentation today for Wednesday, and that's customer service. We originally were going to have human resources. They were on the docket, but the commissioner has requested to push that back to a later meeting. While we have that space open and while it's been in the news, I was wondering from finance, I don't know if CFO Ball or anyone from the team might be able to give us a quick conversation on Wednesday about the Fulton County sales tax resolution. It was in the news today, and it might be helpful for us to get a quick just summary or high level briefing on, not briefing, but just report out on that on Wednesday. Is that possible?
So, hi, this is Yolanda Carr. I will follow up with CFO Bala, and I don't know if Theo Pace or someone from the administration is on the line as well, or if our city attorney, but I will definitely follow up with CFO Bala to let him know that this is a request.
Okay, thank you. I do see, I believe City Attorney Nick Hickson is on here, but yeah, if y'all could just vet that and then let us know, let either me or Ms. Lindo know by Wednesday. Again, I think it just would be helpful given the fact that it's been in the news and obviously has a financial impact on the city.
Yes, sir.
So,
Will do.
so thank you, Ms. Carr.
Okay, thank you.
All right. There are no other comments on the presentations. We'll move on. Communications, we do have one appointment to the Procurement Reform Task Force, Ms. Stacy Key, and she will be at our meeting on Wednesday. Just colleagues, just FYI, she is kind of juggling our meeting with another conference that she's attending virtually. She'll be at City Hall, so we may end up just working her in whenever she's able to walk into committee room, but she will be in attendance. And just a quick reminder too that the rest of us need to make our appointments to that body as well. Any questions or comments on that? All right, moving to the consent agenda, we have 4 items for first read for this cycle, which we'll read in and then dispense with during the next cycle. And that takes us to ordinances for second reading, 22-01810. This is for Workiva Inc. First of all, I want to confirm, Ms. Johnson, I believe you're the one presenting for the administration.
Yes, Ms. Johnson or myself will be presenting this from finance.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you can walk us through on Wednesday the background on this, it's kind of a unique situation in terms of the fact that we're going back out to bid for this work. So,
yes.
Other questions or requests from my colleagues on that one? All right, moving on to number 7, 22-01811. This is a First Amendment with PRM Consulting for COBRA administration. I understand that we're going to have a substitute for this one that will just do a little bit of cleanup in terms of the language. I believe, is Commissioner Smith going to be speaking to this one on Wednesday?
Yes, Councilmember Juan, she'll be there to speak to it.
Very good. Questions? This one? Yeah, this one also just because of the expiration back to April of 2022, we'll need just kind of a walkthrough and the background timeline on that one in the presentation, please.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. Other questions or requests? Okay, item number 8, 22-01812, Councilmember Waits. This is amending a previous donation paper from her carry forward. Any questions or requests on this one? All right, and then similarly, number 9, 10, 11, 16, and 21, which are 22, 1813, 1816, 1817, 1824, and 1835 are all council carry forward donations. We'll just follow the regular course, and any requests or comments from my colleagues on that one, on those, sorry. Okay, so that jumps us to item number 12, 22-01818, Councilmember Amos's paper, a master lease agreement with JP Morgan Chase for the helicopters. So I understand, first of all, who from the administration will be speaking to this? Will it be someone from finance or from police?
From finance, it'll be CFO Bala.
Okay. Ms. Carr, I understand we're gonna need a substitute for this one as
Yes.
well, for the funding source or project account information, and then an exhibit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Questions or requests from my colleagues on the helicopter paper? All right, items 13 and 14, 22-01821 and 1820 and 1821, Councilmember Boone's paper. This is carry over of excess leave accumulation. Who will be speaking to this for the administration?
Commissioner Smith will be speaking to both papers.
Okay. I know that we have done this before. Any questions or requests from my colleagues on those two items? All right, the next one, 22-01823. This is a paper from a host of council members regarding essentially removing the ethics office out of the Inspector General's office. Who will be speaking to this from the administration?
Council member, I'm not sure anybody will, since it's not an administration paper.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Count-
Ms. Hicks. Yes.
But Chairman Wan, this is Charles Bell from Budget. We were just catching up in terms of reading these papers today.
Yep. Mhm.
The city attorney, Nina Hickson, is correct, but I think we probably in finance need to have some dialogue. I understand what ethics is trying to do. But Ms. Carr, in terms of a parent account and not, I don't know, we can get done what she wants, but I'm not sure if the way she has it portrayed in this piece of legislation is correct, and it would be you and general accounting's call.
Right. And so.
No,
we
this
can
is a big,
Go ahead,
this is
Nina.
this is a huge policy issue. I don't know that finance has anything to say until the council decides what it wants to do about this.
Well, we understand that, but at a lower level, we just want to work through the lower level. It, like you said, city attorney, it may not even get to us, but the way it's written now, there are some mechanics wrong at the lower level. But I fully understand what you're saying about the higher level.
All right, I see, go ahead.
Hi, I'm sorry. This is Amber Robinson from the
Yes.
Department of Law. Just to piggyback on what City Attorney Hickson is saying, the arrangement concerning the where the ethics officer would fall under and how that would be done mechanically is the policy decision. And so, rather than finance saying, well, it should be this way, this is what is being, the council essentially is being, is considering how to structure it.
Yep.
There isn't like a right way of doing it. That is the policy decision. Should the legislation pass, it has language in it that provides the CFO with the authority and I believe the commissioner of HR to do whatever is necessary in order to effectuate the policy decisions that are contained in this ordinance. However, those are the decisions. So I would, just to echo what the city attorney has stated, I don't know that at this stage it would be appropriate for finance to say, well, this is how it should be, because that's the entire question.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. I also see Ms. Manigault's hand up as well.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to reach out to say that the governing board's chair, I know had an interest in having this item held for some broader consideration of additional legislative changes. So just wanted to flag that as well.
Thank you. And full disclosure, the ethics officer has reached out to me and I have not had a chance to respond back to her, but I will also check with the authors. It sounds like this is a lot more complex than just a simple paper decision. So let me check with the authors and then we'll see where we all end up on Wednesday in terms of readiness. But it does sound like there may be quite a lot of unreadiness on this one.
Yeah, can I jump in here?
Yeah, Mr. Shep,
As
please.
someone who was present at the creation, and it was an extremely difficult birth, to put it mildly. It was one of the toughest things I had to run back and forth across the atrium over. There's no way the committee should even consider passing this without a whole lot of more very careful consideration. And hopefully we'll follow that course.
Thank you, Mr. Shook.
And Councilmember Shook and Councilmember Juan, thank you. And I think that's what Mr. Bell is talking about. We just wanted to see holistically, even though we know that it may move forward or be held, we just wanted to see from an accounting standpoint how this works and how we can move forward so it can be very clear. So that's only finance's request, is to be able to have an opportunity to review it as well. So thank you.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the feedback. Like I said, I've got a couple of homework pieces on this one before Wednesday, but yeah, I think I appreciate everyone raising their hands in terms of reminding us how complicated this is, a complicated paper and policy discussions. Other thoughts or comments or requests from my colleagues on this paper? Okay, that jumps us to item number 17, which is 22-01830. Mr. Bond's paper regarding UWork, doing business as Covendis Technologies for AIM. Who from the administration will be speaking to this paper?
Good afternoon. This is Benita. CIO Sankey will be speaking to
Okay.
this.
Very good. I understand that we're going to need a substitute. Just to I think there's some language in here that still reflects it's a resolution, but we'll get that cleaned up for Wednesday.
That's correct.
Very good. Okay.
Yes.
Questions or requests from my colleagues on this paper? All right, next item, 22-01831. This is my paper on a lease agreement with Ultimate Bodies by Carlos for Clear Creek Shopping Center. I know that we're going to need an amendment for the draft lease agreement. Is someone from OEAM going to be able to speak to that on Wednesday?
Yes, Remy Santil.
Okay.
Dean, we will just be able to speak to the
Dean, sorry. Team, I'm still used to the old lingo, sorry.
DEAM, right, there we go.
DEAM, there we go. All right, thank you, Ms. Chantil.
Right.
Questions or requests on that one? All right, that takes us to item 20. This is 22-01834, Councilmember Faroki's paper with Live Nation regarding the Peach Drop. Who from the administration will be speaking to this one?
Good
Anyone?
afternoon, Councilmember Juan. Ebony Barley Carswell from the Mayor's Office of Special Events to speak to this item.
Okay. I do have
and
a
I
question.
apologize for my tardiness. A few of us are coming from off-site event, so my apologies for being tardy.
That's okay, Mr. Pace. If you will let her know, I mean, the funding source, I know that the funding source is identified in the legislation, but it's not exactly clear what it is. So if she can come with that information, that would be helpful for me.
I sure will.
Thank you. Other questions or requests on that paper? Okay, I think that one takes care of all the ordinances and takes us now into resolutions. The first one is 22R4590, Councilmember Winston's paper. This is the multi-jurisdictional hazard mitigation plan. Who from the administration will be speaking to this?
Mr. Juan, Felipe Denbrock from Emergency Preparedness.
Very good. I'm pretty sure this is pretty much standard fare, but any questions or requests from my colleagues on this one? Okay, next item, 22R4592. This is a host of council members. It's a contribution to Georgia Early Education Alliance. Who from the administration can be available to speak on this one?
Courtney English, Mr. Chair.
Very good.
I believe This item needs to be substituted to add the appropriate account information as well.
Yeah, I was just gonna make that comment. So we'll be expecting a substitute. Other questions or requests from my colleagues on this paper? All right, next item, 22R4604. This is the water refund paper. We will be substituting this one and moving it forward. And who from Watershed will be there to speak to this one?
Chairman Juan, Tamika Gray from the Office of Financial Assistance will speak to this paper. This is Kathy Martin.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Martin.
You're welcome.
And thank you for that information. Other questions or requests for that paper? All right, 22-R4685. This is a renewal option for roof repair with Rikers Construction. Who from the administration will be speaking to this? Is it Deem again? I got it right this time, hopefully.
Yes, is that 25? I'm sorry, is that 25?
Yeah, it sure
Yes,
is.
That's 25, that's me. Yep, I'll be on that.
Okay. All right, questions or requests for Mr. Santiago on that one? All right, next one is 22-R4686. This is a second renewal option for Capital City Electrical Service. Mr. Santiago, you'll be speaking to that one as well?
Yep, that's me as well.
Okay. Any questions or requests? All right. Next item, number 27, 22-R4687. This is a sole source agreement for, I don't know if that's EGIS or Aegis software licenses. Is someone is AIM going to be speaking to this one?
Yes, AIM will be speaking. This will be DCI Orackley.
Yes, and now requesting, is there a way we can hold this to the next cycle so that it aligns with the second ordinance read that's related to the same contract?
Yep. Duly noted, Miss Linda, if you'll make that note as well. I've got it written down on mine. So yeah, we can certainly hold this for that reason.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rackley. Okay, next item, number 28, 22-R4688. This is renewal option 4 with voice permits IVR and with Selectron Technologies. Who will be speaking to this one?
Yeah. Department of City Planning.
Michael.
So I heard Mr. Pace's voice and then I heard another name. Mr. Pace, are you speaking to this or someone else?
Yes, myself, Gregory Pace, I believe someone from Department of Watershed Management as well.
Yes, this is Daphne Rackley. I'll be on standby as well.
Okay.
The dual paper.
All right, we got a team for that one. Questions or requests on this paper? It's pretty straightforward. Okay, next item, 22-R4687, special procurement for airfield markings and rubber renewal with Highlight CBIJV. Who will be speaking to this paper?
Mr. Chair, this is B, Aviation Will.
All right, hey B, I got you on that one. I do have a question on this one. If someone, maybe it may be from procurement, it just says special procurement, but doesn't really state what kind of special procurement, or maybe I'm misunderstanding that. It's more the form of this than the actual action or content. So if someone could just send a signal to have procurement there as well. That would be
Absolutely.
helpful. All right,
Mr.
thank
Wong,
you.
this is Jadeep. I'll work with B to provide the paperwork.
Great. Thanks, Jadeep. I think we're just used to seeing cooperative purchase agreement or sole source or something, but this a generic special procurement just need a little more detail on that.
Perfect. We
Okay.
got it.
Very good. Thank you. Other questions or requests on that one? All right, 22-R4690. This is item number 30. This is a sole source with GCR for airport safety. Any questions or requests? Oh, first of all, Mr. Biodari, are you going to be speaking to this one as well?
Yes, either me or Michael Smith.
Okay. Questions or requests for that paper? All right, 31, which is 22-R4691. It's a cooperative purchasing agreement for Deem for office furniture. Mr. Santiago, are you speaking to this one as well?
That is correct.
Okay. Questions or requests from my colleagues on that one? Okay, 22R4692, task order with SN Nielsen, job order contracting services small. This looks like it's for public safety. Or is Deem gonna, Deem, are y'all speaking to this one?
I don't know, this. Yeah, for now, just put me down on this one.
Okay, all right. It just says it's for the Grant Park, police building renovation, so, but we'll
Oh,
put
that's
you
gonna
down.
be,
and
yeah,
then-
yeah, I am, and that's gonna be changed too, because amount is wrong.
Oh, okay, so there'll be a substitute or an
There'll be a
amendment?
substitute, yeah, there'll be a
Okay.
substitute.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I just sent you, there will be a substitute to number 31 as well to change the amount in number 32.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't see the message. Okay, any other questions or requests for item number 32? All right, item 33, this is Ray Adams, reemployment, pension administrator. Will someone from HR be speaking to this, Commissioner Smith or someone else?
Yes, Commissioner Smith will be speaking to it. Question that we have for you, Councilmember Juan. Will Mr. Adams need to be present?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I need him to be there. Any of my other colleagues on the call, Mr. Shook, I see you. I don't know if. I think so long as the department can explain the rationale and I think we're okay.
All right, thank you.
All right, other questions or requests from my colleagues on that one? All right, and then 22R4694, this is the annual legislative packet information. It's my understanding that we're going to hold this paper and Ms. Mitchell will be before us at a later meeting, later committee meeting. So any questions or requests on that one? Okay, it takes us to dual referred. We've got a couple of them that we'll be watching. The first one is 22R4589. This is Councilmember Waits. I believe it, yeah, parking offense penalties for offenses related to parking for persons with disabilities. So we'll see what public safety does with that this afternoon. And then two in CDHS, 22R4607 and 4617. The first one is around affordable housing projects for city employees, and the second one is around the acceptance of housing vouchers. So we'll see what happens in that committee tomorrow. All right, and then that now takes us to papers and held. I understand we do have two coming off of held. 54 and 55. The first one, 54 is 22-C-5167. This is the audit schedule for 2023. And I'm assuming that Ms. Noble will be presenting that one or giving us information about that. And then 55 is 22-01795. This is the bond paper. So finance, confirming that that's ready to go as well.
Yes, we have a substitute that we would need to bring forward. Ms. Christie is working on that. And
Okay.
so CFO Bala will be speaking to this legislation.
Okay, so a substitute on that one. Any others coming that need to come off of held for the administration? Okay, just as a quick reminder, I mean, I know everybody, y'all are aware, but just reminding everyone that we only have 2 full council meetings left, but 3 committee meetings. So we will have one more finance committee meeting post December 5th. So whatever year-end stuff we need to get done, let's be mindful of that. Other questions or comments from my colleagues or from the administration? Okay. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your Monday, and we'll see everyone at 1:30 on Wednesday. Take care. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.